Happy Veterans Day, people. I already have somebody. Whoa, what's this doing? Look who's down here eating. What are you doing down there? Miss, I have boogers in my eyes. They're like, I'm eating. My Veterans Day today. Well, Dad woke up really early. Him and his friend Larry, went to the elementary school of Larry's grandson, where they serve him a pancake and sausage breakfast. Put the one she didn't eat back in here. And they go to the classrooms with them and do the Pledge of Allegiance with them and such like that. And then Dad got home, because Larry called. I'm like, who's calling so early? I'll tell you what time Larry called this morning. We will see. I'm curious what time. Oh, Dad's already erased it. He's good at that. Dad's good at erasing stuff. It was like early though, like 7. So he got home from doing that, and when he got home, I was talking to Keith on the phone, and Dad's like, let's go get some Veterans Day things. Okay. So I get off the phone with Keith, take a shower, get dressed. He wanted to go to Martin's and get okay, here's what we did. Our first stop was the Subway in Niles. Because veterans today get a free 6-inch sub. So we mapped out all the Subways that we were going to go by. Some were doing it, some were not. We ended up getting six 6-inch subs, which we're giving one to the neighbor guy and one to my aunt, and we have the other stacked like cordwood in our refrigerator because we just got home and it's 6 o'clock and we've been gone since like noon. We had a cooler, so we put that in the cooler, and then we went and stopped at another Subway down the road in Indiana. He's just getting a variety. I don't even know what all he got. I don't know. He had to have a military ID, which he had his original from the 60s, with his little picture on it. I'll have to show you that sometime. The first time I'd ever seen it. I'd never seen it before. And then we went over to Martin's Supermarket that I like in Granger, Indiana, and they had a thing where veterans could get a 2-piece chicken dinner. And this was around noontime, so Dad and I went in there, and he got the 2-piece chicken dinner, and we split it because we wanted a light lunch. Because later on that afternoon, we were going to, I'll get to that. So we split the chicken dinner, and I had so happened to put a bottle of water in my purse. So we had some water, and I bought myself some sushi, because this is the place where I always buy the sushi at, because buying some sushi. And I also bought some chopsticks, which we're going to have this weekend sometime, because we've been talking about it for a while, and I saw them and they were on sale, so I bought some of those. And then we left there, and there just happened to be a Subway in the same complex as the Martins. So we went in there and got another sub. And then we cut over. Krispy Kreme were giving away free donuts, but we never hit the Krispy Kreme. We were right near there, but we never stopped. So we hit another Subway. They were not doing it. So we went down to the Drive and Shine car wash, which was given their Diamond Car Wash, which is the best car wash they have where you drive through, to all veterans today. So it was like an $18 car wash. So we got a car wash today too. And they just look at the military ID and say, okay, go on through. And it's much better than the one I usually go to. It's a lot like twice as long as the one I usually go to. It scrubs you down. And the blowers at the end, oh my goodness. It was a nice car wash. And then we cut across, and Dad spotted a Subway I didn't even know was there. He goes, Subway. And I'm like, okay. So I pull in, and he goes and gets another 6-inch sub. And that was right around the corner from the restaurant we were going to called Honkers. And we got there later in the afternoon, about 4:30. And they had Polish buffet free for veterans. So Dad and I both got the Polish buffet. And then we left there. I had a chicken breast, and then I wanted another one, and I couldn't eat like half of it. And I took the big, mostly, not even half of it, most of it's in there for the dog. And I took a big chunk, and I wrapped it in a napkin. I'm like, you don't care I'm taking this home to my dog, do you? She's like, I don't care. I'm like, good. Because I just don't want to steal it. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I like to ask. Or are they going to say no and grab it away? Usually not. So Heidi's in there eating her chicken. And then we left there, and we hit another Subway, but they were not doing it. And then we stopped by the airport at the Honor Park Museum, which is a military museum. And my dad took some video around there, and they have a color guard after marching back and forth until 8 o'clock tonight in honor of the unknown soldier. And when we were there, they were doing changing of the guards. They're ROTC boys. And so they do this whole thing where the guy with the sword marches out with the one with the gun, and then they do a whole ceremony, and the other one marches up and marches out, and then the other one marches in his place, and he goes, marches back, then stands for a minute and pivots around, changes the gun, and then goes across. And so I stayed in the car there, and Dad wanted to go into the museum. And then while he was in the museum, like 4 guys in Harleys came in who you could tell were Vietnam veterans, and they got out and walked around the place and we're going in. And Dad came out, he goes, if I hadn't had that free Polish buffet, I could have eaten there. They had tables and chairs and sloppy joes and all kinds of stuff in there to eat. I'm like, huh. And then we stopped at the Subway up the street from my house and scored our last sub of the night and came home. So we ended up all together getting a 2-piece chicken dinner, a Polish buffet dinner, 3 feet of sub, and a car wash. We were going to go get a cane at Sam's Club, but they were already out. They only had so many, and they gave them away. Dad's like, it's one of those fold-up canes. Actually, Sandy told me about it. I worked for TNT. Then I looked it up online, and they said they were only giving so many per Sam's Club. So I called and I said, are you guys still giving away canes? She goes, no, we ran out. And I'm like, okay. But that was our Veterans Day today. You'll see a little bit of footage at some point, because Dad did take some at the park, at the Honor Guard Park. The Honor Park Museum. He never took it in the museum, though. He just filmed outside. Now he just walked a sandwich down to the neighbor. Oh, I got a card yesterday from UPie85. I just sliced it open. Oh, I got a Starburst that has been run through the mill, but orange and, what's the other one? And orange. I got double orange. I haven't had Starburst in a while. And a card with some box tops. She always makes things cute. Look it. I haven't read it yet, but I'll read it when I'm off on my own. And she sent, thank you so much for the box top, Cindy. She also sent me a link to, remember how I said I was looking for book 1 of this? She sent me the PDF file of it so I can read it on my computer, which I will do some night when I'm laying in bed. I'll get the laptop out and read. After I finish the book I'm reading. Where can I put these at? In my box top envelope. Baggie. I have a technical question. My little mini won't hook up to the internet. It tells me that the Wi-Fi is not, it's disabled. But I go to the Wi-Fi thing to enable it, but it won't let me enable it there. I don't know why. What had happened, I don't know. After SouthTube, I hadn't used it a whole lot, and my Norton expired, and it shut down, all that stuff, and it must have shut off my wireless, so I don't have any chance of anything getting in it, but I don't know how to start it back up. I even I typed in wireless device thing in the search, and I went to the wireless settings, and I go to try to enable it, and it won't let me enable it. So I don't know what to do, so this is what I did. I went, well, I'll just do a system restore and restore it from before this all happened. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is going to fix it. No. It still won't connect to the internet. So it just sits over there real pretty on top of my big laptop until I can figure it out. Because I'm stupid when it comes to that stuff, people. So it has been a nice day out with the dad today. We were everywhere. We were having fun finding us subways. It was more of a game to us than anything, really. Dad's hip is hurting him pretty bad. It's the hip that he has not had surgery on. It's starting to hurt him like it did when the other one when he needed surgery. So it's starting to scare him on how quickly it's going to be for him to have a hip replacement. He's really, really, really hoping to make it through the winter. But we'll see how that goes. Because we were in the car today, and there was one particular moment where he was almost crying. He's like, that almost brought a tear to my eye, because he gets very uncomfortable very quickly. So, and it is exactly how the other hip. So we'll see how it goes. Because when the other hip got that bad, we went to the doctor, and he was scheduled for surgery a few weeks later. So if the doctor told him then, it's up to him. When the pain gets so bad where you can't handle anymore, so it's his call. Tomorrow he tells me he's going to go out in the yard and burn leaves and stuff. And I said, rule. Here's a rule. Take your cell phone out there with you. Whenever you go outside and work or go wherever, your cell phone has to be with you. I said, you might fall down out there and hurt yourself, and I don't know. Will you hear me yell? No, I won't hear you yell. I'm in a house that's closed up. Just take your phone. It weighs what? 4 ounces? Take your phone. Ooh, I'm going to beat that into him yet. Okay. I'm hyper, I guess. I just wanted to tell you about my Veterans Day. It was a fun day. It was. Now I think I'm going to go watch the rest of Eat, Pray, Love. If I can find a place to watch it. I found a place that let me watch it for a while last night. Well, then I stopped because I watched the Country Music Awards. Okay, phone. Bye.